Stranger. Vice Mayor Strange, you'll address her properly.
You can kiss my foot.
Mr. Rickard, you're out of order.
FBI, we are asking you to investigate this council. Please look into this council, how they award contracts, the bid process, how they use their positions to benefit their friends and themselves, how they use their positions to attack residents and critics and neighbors and business competition. FBI, will you please look into this?
And I welcome the FBI here. If you notice, Mr. Thompson, with his plea for the FBI and his watchdog group, this city runs the cleanest in this whole county. I guarantee
He was served a federal subpoena this morning.
We did receive a subpoena this morning, and we're going to cooperate 100% with the subpoena.
And most of you who were involved up here, you gaslighted me. You tried to say I was crazy. And now we know that that's not true. And there's a lot of other issues I've been asking about as well.
So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Gulf Coast Jam cancels. Was it ever really going to happen anyway? Who thinks it was? Who thinks Gulf Coast Jam was going to happen anyway? I'm not so sure. But I want to focus on a few things. Really what happened last night at the special Panama City Beach City Council meeting. It was a special meeting. And it was special, all right. Oh my goodness, so many things happened. I can't wait to tell you all the things that happened. As far as Gulf Coast Jam, here's what I want you to know. It is a music festival that is owned by PCB Entertainment. Okay, PCB Entertainment is owned by Mark Sheldon and Randy Lovelady. All right. They also own a company called R&M Entertainment Tennessee. It's a foreign LLC that is home-based out of Tennessee. Well, it used to be before it dissolved, but it's a foreign LLC here. That's the one that does Sandjam. There's a faulty contract, and the city knows there's a faulty contract in the one that does Sandjam. So there's not going to be a Sandjam either. I would bet you. All right, I'm looking at your comments immediately. I don't see that the screen is blurry. I think it was an internet problem last time, so that's good news. All right, I see your comments. I'll try to look at your comments, but let me show you what I'm talking about. And I'm going to show you when I spoke to the council. It was awkward. It was crazy. And at the end of the meeting, Vice Mayor McConnell approached me in a really belligerent, crazy way in the lobby. And you're going to end up seeing that too. You know why? Because I requested the security video from the city today, and I'm going to get it. And you're going to see how McConnell acts. I don't know if it has volume or not, but you'll see it. And I'll do a play-by-play when I get it and tell you what he was saying. He's feeling the stress. All of them, remember, are under subpoena. They all had to turn in their phones. When I say all of them, all officials, all the department heads, every single member of the Panama City Beach City Council since January of 2016. They had to turn in their phones and have them searched. Okay. Now, some of them had more on them than others. And that's what got McConnell so upset. But let me show you the faulty contract, okay? And then I'm going to show you when I asked them about it, their reaction. You'll never see anything like this, honest to God. So the city has this contract. This is just one of them. This is a resolution, all right, to a park use agreement, Frank Brown Park. This one was done June 22nd, 2021. Okay, this is a recent one. And look who it is with. It's at the end of the first paragraph. R&M Entertainment LLC. So the city has a contract with R&M Entertainment LLC, right? See that? Now, who owns R&M Entertainment LLC? Let me show you. These guys do. Oh, boy. You know. All right, so these guys do. Right there. Melendez and Baez. That's not Randy Lovelady. That's not Mark Sheldon. See that? R&M Entertainment. Look right there. R&M Entertainment LLC. Began in 2021. Owned by these guys, Michael Melendez and Ramon Baez. Here's what it looked like when I went and asked the council about it just yesterday. You're not going to believe what you're going to see. But first, I want to remind you about if you need some work done around the house. If you've got a honey-do list or you need some work done around the home or office, call Paul, PCB. He's licensed, insured, and he's a friend of mine. All right, let's go to YouTube here, and I want to show you how they won't answer a simple question. Hello, I'm Bernie Thompson. I have a couple of questions about a city contract, and especially with regard to the name that the city has a contract with. How is it, if you could tell me, that the city has a contract with R&M Entertainment LLC for Gulf Coast Jam and for Sand Jam? And of course, Mayor, you're the owner of R&M Entertainment, but not this particular R&M Entertainment. The contracts that have been signed with R&M Entertainment to run the music festivals list R&M Entertainment LLC, which you sign and your partner signs. But here's the problem. The reason I'm asking is the owners of R&M Entertainment are two guys down in South Florida by the names of Melendez and another fellow. It's a different company, is what I'm saying. So the city has a contract with R&M Entertainment LLC, owned by two guys in South Florida, to run the music festivals. The other fellow's name is Baez, Ramon Baez. So Ramon Baez and Michael Melendez own R&M Entertainment that you have a contract with. Your company, Mr. Mayor, is R&M Entertainment Tennessee. It's a foreign LLC. These are two distinct companies. And of course, you know this because in 2016, you were denied R&M Entertainment LLC, not because you did anything wrong, but because somebody else owned it. So they said you had to choose a different name, and you chose R&M Entertainment, parentheses, Tennessee. It's a foreign LLC. Nothing wrong with that, but the city has a contract with somebody else. And I want to understand why that is. City Attorney Amy Myers is the notary public. Maybe you can help me understand this. My question is simple. Does the city have a contract with R&M Entertainment or with R&M Entertainment Tennessee? That's my question. Finally, I have a public record request, please. It's very specific, very narrow. Can I please get any and all text messages from the FBI subpoena last year? You had to hand over nearly 29,000 pages. And I'd like to get any and all text, please, in which Vice Mayor Jeff McConnell mentions these search terms, Bernie or Bernie Thompson. Thank you very much. And can I just get an answer which company the city is contracted with? Is it the one on the paper or is it R&M Entertainment Tennessee?
Do you have anything else?
Just an answer. I mean, that's all I want. It's just one of those two companies. Is it the one on the paper, Mr. Mayor?
Thank you for your time. Does anybody else have any public comment this evening?
Yeah, it's the one on the paper, right? It's the actual contract is what it is. That's what it is. And they know it. They have a contract, the city does, with R&M Entertainment LLC. And that is not the mayor's company. Now, the second question I asked was last year, the FBI subpoenaed every member of the city council. And they turned in 29,000 pages. And they were text messages and emails. So I wanted to know, of those pages, did Vice Mayor Jeff McConnell turn in any communication that had my name on it? Well, that pissed off Jeff McConnell to no end. How do I know? Because when I left, he confronted me in the lobby. I mean, it was really something. He comes up to me and he gets really close to me and he's belligerent as hell. And I said, look, you've got to stand back. All right. Don't crowd me like that. Right. And there were police right here. And so I said, at least take a step back, get out of arm's length. And it got worse from there. He said, why do you want that stuff from me? I said, look, how many did you send? How many did you give the FBI? Not many. I said, did you give them any? I don't want to tell you the whole story about that until I get the security video that's coming my way. And I'll show it to you. I'll show you the whole thing. And I'll tell you what we said. And he can join me. We can reenact it if he wants to, Vice Mayor Jeff McConnell. But he didn't like that at all. Now, do you find that weird as hell that I asked the city how it is that they have a contract? This one's for SandJam, right? Remember, R&M Entertainment Tennessee LLC, that is the mayor's company. That is for SandJam. But the contract with the city is faulty. They won't even acknowledge it. They can't. So SandJam is out. So I wonder what Michael Melendez and Ramon Baez are going to think when they find out that they've got a contract with the city of Panama City Beach. And the city isn't even fixing it. They're not even saying, oh, my bad. Look, all we got to do is just rewrite it. Why are they doing that? There's a lot of questions right now. Why did Gulf Coast Jam cancel? Was it because of insurance? Well, they came out today and said, we don't have insurance. We did that scam before. Now, they only said half of that. I'll let you guess which half. So what I am hearing is that their ticket sales were so low. I don't think they were able to pay the big performers. For whatever reason, they are using a 2020 resolution from March 2020 that says if the ICU rooms are full, then the city manager has the ability to cancel all events. That's what they're going to. Now, should all of the events be canceled? Well, they haven't been. Should they be? That's another question. But what I want to focus on is why is it that the mayor, who is also the city's music concert promoter, who gets paid more than $1 million a year from the TDC, his companies, to put on these concerts, he's driving that ship. And we're going to find out why Gulf Coast Jam was canceled. Did they have too few ticket sales? You know they're not going to answer questions, but it'll be found out. I don't know how soon, but it'll be found out. Now, I want to show you an even more, this one is way more awkward. I went up there a second time. And I'll tell you what it was I was asking about. It was a simple question, but they sure did not want to answer it. I'll share it with you in just a moment.
Have you received a speeding ticket for which you want no points placed on your driving record? I'm El Saulene, 850-215-0628. Let me help you.
All right, let's take a look at the second time I walked up there. What they did was they passed a new ordinance to trespass people. Now, they got in trouble a while back, about 6 years ago, I think. I say 4 or 5, but I think it's more like 6 years ago. They rented Frank Brown Park to a group. I don't remember who the group was, but they rented it to a group. And then somebody went out there and was trying to hand out religious literature. Well, the city kicked that person off, and that person sued for First Amendment violation. And the judge, the federal judge in Tallahassee, his name is Mark Walker, by the way. Everybody knows it in the legal field. He's the chief federal judge in Tallahassee. All the lawyers know who Mark Walker is. Mark Walker slapped the city down. He said you can't use magic words and turn a public park into a private venue and kick people off who are expressing their First Amendment just because you don't like them. The city knows that. The city lost that. And they had to pay the attorney fees and all that stuff. So when I went up there, I wanted to know, what are you doing? Why are you exempting third parties when they rent this out? Are you doing an end run around it? Turns out they're not doing an end run around it. But watch me pull teeth here trying to get an answer. And forgive me for calling out Jeff McConnell, the vice mayor. Because when I'm talking, he's doing this. All right. You're me and I'm him. I'm not kidding you. He's going like this. Just staring, not even blinking, the guy. So forgive me. I had to sort of call him out on it. And I also was asking the city attorney, what was that judge's name again? And she was mouthing to me, but no words were coming out. She was going, so their instructions are not to talk to me, not to answer me. So I asked her if she was talking in mime. That's what, are you talking in mime? Oh, this is so awkward. Let's take a look. Go to YouTube here. I don't know if there's been one this awkward before, but here it is.
Judge over in Tallahassee, the chief federal judge. Anyway, the city's argument was that because somebody had leased the city property, that it was no longer city property, right? That because of that, they could ask the person to leave and not express his First Amendment rights. The judge didn't buy it at all. As a matter of fact, he was pretty rough on the city. And I'm just concerned about this a little bit. I noticed that you kind of slid in there, excluding third-party people who lease it. So I just want to make sure I'm clear on this. If a third party leases the property, no First Amendment rights are changed. Is that correct? I mean, you guys aren't trying to do an end around what the federal judge told you about 4 years ago. You don't remember the federal judge, the chief judge over there? Mark, what's his name, Mark? Are you speaking mime?
I don't remember his name.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
everybody knows his name in the legal. Anyway, can you take that part out so we don't have a problem with that judge again and First Amendment rights are respected? What do you think, Vice Mayor McConnell? Is he awake?
Do you have anything else?
It's kind of weird. Can you take that part out? Are you concerned at all about that third party part? You're just staring at me. She's staring at me. I think Jeff might have stroked out. Or is it, wait, there he is. He's back. Can I just get an answer on that? I mean, are you guys concerned about that at all?
We'll move on if you'd like us to.
It's just kind of weird. Seems like a legitimate concern, don't you think?
It is a legitimate concern. I'm not concerned about it here.
Does it contradict what the judge said 4 years ago?
It does
No, that's all I was asking for. Goodness. Thank you.
All right. So I see your questions. I mean, was that awkward or was that awkward? So your questions are, and I think it's Joshua who is asking, let's see, is R&M Entertainment LLC? What's your question? Yes, Jennifer's got it right. How are they registered? Asks Joshua. All right, I'll show you how they're registered on Sunbiz. Here's the actual resolution. You see the end of the first paragraph, R&M Entertainment LLC. Who owns R&M Entertainment LLC? Here it is. And there I am. Jeez. Okay, you see that R&M Entertainment LLC. It is owned by these people. Michael Melendez and Ramon Baez in West Palm Beach. All right. This is the mayor's company. It's a foreign LLC. It is R&M Entertainment, parentheses, Tennessee. And if you look above it, foreign LLC, right? See the arrow below in the middle there? The main company is supposed to be based out of Tennessee, but it's not. There is no R&M Entertainment in Tennessee right now. All right. The owners, Mark Sheldon and Randy Lovelady. So what I'm telling you is the city's contract is with R&M Entertainment LLC. And that is owned by the two guys in South Florida. Somebody asked, who did the city pay? I'm pretty sure the TDC paid Mark Sheldon. But the question is, why is the city doing this? R&M Entertainment Tennessee LLC, owned by the mayor, they're in charge of Sandjam. Okay, that's Sandjam. And I don't know why they're doing this. Contracts are pretty specific, aren't they? But they're doing it. All right, let's see what you're saying. Gosh, a lot of comments tonight. Let's see. Yep, Ryan's got it right. No, they certainly do not. Frank's explaining what the meeting was like yesterday. Let's see here. You should mail a contract. Yeah, no, I actually, they're being notified, and I'm curious as to what they're going to think about it. All of this. Well, you guys have a lot of comments today. John says they may cite security methods techniques for the video. I don't know about that. So somebody needs to contact. Yeah, somebody does need to. R&M Entertainment LLC, Michael Melendez and Ramon Baez. You've got a contract with the city of Panama City Beach, but it has somebody else's signature on it, Randy Lovelady. And before that, Mark Sheldon. Let's see here. Let's see what Dylan says. You got the right person's attention because about 4 p.m. today. Whoa. Holy. Those are the feds. Wow. They're around here, I'll tell you that. Yeah, Troy, I am too. I'll tell you what, I'm curious as well. So, John, as far as this exchange with Jeff McConnell walking out and he just freaked out. I mean, he just absolutely freaked out on me. And the reason that he did that is he's feeling the heat, right? Wouldn't you be if you were subpoenaed by the FBI last year? Holy moly. And you know it's coming? Absolutely. So that confrontation happened yesterday. Now, somebody says, it looks like you're the one confronting him. This is about a minute into it, right? And you'll see the whole thing. This is after he stepped back a little bit. And he was telling me how honest he is. And he didn't know why I wanted that public record of the emails and text messages that the FBI got from him or to him with my name on it. And he was telling me he's honest. And right there, I was telling him, look, Jeff, you're the one who has been subpoenaed by the FBI. A grand jury found probable cause. All right. So spare me with the I'm an honest guy. Why are you doing this routine? That's kind of what that was all about. All right. And it is one thing we know there and everywhere else. A hot time in Florida. It's a hot time in Florida. And my friend Ryan could make sure your air conditioning is running at peak efficiency. He could even install a new one, built to a higher standard, American standard. Find out more at PCAirrepair.com. So right now, I don't really know for sure the truth behind why Gulf Coast Jam has canceled. But I do know there's a lot of shady stuff going on inside City Hall. And I do know that they're being looked at pretty deep. And I do believe that we're going to get answers soon enough. And if we lift our gaze and look, GAZE, all right? If we lift our gaze, if we look ahead, is what I'm saying, what we're going to see is, I believe, since R&M Entertainment has a contract with the city, it's a faulty contract. There is no way there's going to be Sandjam. Not under that contract. Would you agree that if you went in front of a judge and that became an issue, that would be an issue? And would you agree that clearly the city knows about it? Why are they doing it? They won't say. They won't say. They're going to say eventually. They're going to have to say. All right, I'm going to end it there. And you're not going to believe it when I get this security video of how angry Vice Mayor McConnell was just because I asked one public record request about it, and he absolutely flips his lid. All right, I will see you back here soon.
You want to look good? You want to feel good? Little John's Big and Tall is where it's at. Right across the street from Sky's Pizza Pie, 5700 North Davis Highway. You can find out more online at littlejohnsbigandtall.com. He's also a member of the iTex trading community, where your iTex dollars are welcome.